Pedro Moura, ESPNLosAngeles.com, previewing the USC season opener against Hawaii for USCTrojans.com. I find three things particularly interesting in this USC-Hawaii game coming up this weekend. The first of those things is how is USC going to portion out the carries between Silas Redd and Curtis McNeil, the Trojans' top two running backs. You know, as recently as a month ago, Curtis McNeil was the guy for USC. You know, he was going to take 3/4 of their carries, maybe even more. And now, you know, suddenly Silas Redd is in the mix, and he's done a tremendous job in fall camp, getting himself to the point where now USC looks like they're going to split the carries almost evenly between the two. So this game's going to go a long way in setting a precedent for how they're going to be used the rest of the year. The second thing is this: how much is Matt Barkley going to play? You know, USC just named a backup quarterback this week in Max Whittick, the redshirt freshman from Barclays High School, Santa Ana, Mater Dei. Whittick has really been impressive in fall camp, showcasing a ridiculously strong arm. And you have to expect that he's going to make his debut in this game. And that's something that people are always interested in. As for Matt Barkley, you know, what is he going to do with the time he's on the field? You know, those 30 minutes or so. You know, this is going to be a Heisman race is very much built on statistics. So in that sense, it's very important that he gets, you know, off to a great start. Lastly, think back to the last time USC played Hawaii in September 2010 in Lane Kiffin's first game as the USC head coach. It wasn't so pretty. USC had some serious trouble stopping Hawaii and quarterback Bryant Moniz in that game. Of course, the Trojans still did win, but it wasn't as easy as a lot of people are expecting this one to be this weekend. So it's nice to look at it as a bookend, you know, how the Lane Kiffin era started and how it's continuing now, you know, 2 years later, which really isn't that long if you think about it, but so many things have changed. You know, Matt Barkley then was starting his sophomore year. You know, he had maybe more questions than he had answers as a quarterback. You know, and NFL scouts were criticizing some of his, you know, some parts of his game. Now most of that has disappeared and dissipated as the time has gone on. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of margin USC wins by and how people contrast that with how Lane Kiffin's debut went 2 years ago. The hashtag on Twitter for this game will be RIP55 in honor of the late Junior Seau.